Hello, my name's Dr Tania Mclntosh. I'm a lecturer in midwifery. In fact, I lead the midwifery programmes here. But I'm also a historian, and it's that combination of midwife and historian that leads into the talk that I'll be giving at the British Science Festival. What I'm actually going to be talking about, possibly slightly strangely, is women's pregnancy magazines and what they looked like and how they changed over time. And what I'm really interested in is looking at how birth has changed really since the 1950s to sort of 1990s, 2000s, thinking about that move from home birth to hospital birth and the growing use of technology in birth. So things like epidurals for pain relief, induction of labour, ultrasound scanning, all the things that we take for granted nowadays when we have a baby. And what I'm going to consider is how was that technology and that changing idea about birth actually sold to women and families? What was it that made women accept more technology in birth and decide that hospital was a better place to have their babies than home? And as I've said, I'm going to consider this by looking at what women were told through pregnancy magazines. So I'm going to really look at the stories that women had, the way they talked about birth, and the way science and technology was sold to women in relation to pregnancy and childbirth. I think it's important and interesting because it tells us a lot about how things change, and it allows science and technology to kind of speak to society, if you like. History of science and technology allows us to consider not just what changed, but the impact that it had on actual individuals and families. And that's what I'm really interested in sort of digging out, if you like. As far as what makes it so fascinating is that birth, pregnancy, they're something that affect all of us in one way or another. Even if you haven't got children, you were yourself born. And I hope this talk will give people an opportunity to reflect on both their experiences of pregnancy and birth, and also put into context some of the current debates around the use of science and technology in pregnancy and childbirth.